So hopefully you've seen some of the other podcasts that we've had recently on some of the Lenovo devices. Now, I don't have anything nice to show you. I don't have any wonderful Lenovo laptops, Lenovo desktops, Lenovo visuals, any of the accessories. But what I do have is an opportunity to talk about some of the services and warranty extensions that we have that can be applied to some of the devices that people are buying these days. You know, as post-COVID, a lot of workforces are now very dispersed. People are working from home. People are sometimes in the office 2-3 days a week. It becomes very challenging for IT teams to manage all those devices and ensure that all of customers, employees, maximize their productivity, have uptime on their devices at all times. So one of the key services that Lenovo has been offering for a few years now and had a lot of success with partners with is something called Premier Support. So Premier Support takes a lot of the at-desk workload off IT teams. It allows IT teams to offload some of the servicing and making sure that all devices are functioning away from their time by using Lenovo-trained technicians. We have a call centre based in the UK with over 70 technicians for a dedicated phone line that if an end user, an employee, a customer has a specific hardware or software issue with their device, they can just call a dedicated phone line straight through to an engineer, and it allows them to resolve, at the moment, I think it's over 60% of phone calls result in a resolution of the issue that the employee is having. So it means that the employee has a challenge, they call directly to a phone line, calls are being answered in less than 60 seconds right now. I haven't got a chart to tell me that, but I know that it's less than 60 seconds on average, and 60% of those issues are resolved there and then. So employees get great user satisfaction, they're working, they're functioning. IT teams can remove some of that workload to allow them to focus on other business transformation, IT transformation projects that they're working on. So it's a really vital service that we try and encourage all of our partners, medium-sized customers, small-sized partners to upgrade to Premier Support, which can be extended over the life cycle of the device. My wife works in a small company of about 40 employees. If she has a problem with her device, who does she go to? The finance director, because he's the guy that knows most about IT. Premier Support, she has a problem, she can phone up Premier Support, dedicated phone line, straight through, 60% of issues resolved there and then. If not, Premier Support partners, Premier Support customers get dedicated priority parts and labour prioritisation. So if those 60% of cases or 40% of cases that can't be fixed there and then on the phone, over 90% of spare parts are delivered on site next business day. Premier Support customers get priority on labour, so an engineer coming on site. Doesn't have to be an office, can be their home office, can be a coffee shop if that's where they're working most of the time, on site to repair that device next day. So it's a really valuable service for partners to have, customers to have. Improves productivity, reduces that IT support time. So outside of that as well, we've got a vast array of services which all add value to customers, all improve productivity and protect the devices. People spend a lot of money on their devices, want to make sure they get the best out of them. So another service we have is something called accidental damage protection. So Premier Support covers all the warranty-supported, warranty-covered issues customers may have with their devices. But people are maybe a little bit casual sometimes with their work devices. People are definitely casual with phones, but with their work PCs as well. And Lenovo sort of calculations are that anywhere between 16 and 25% of devices have some non-warranted damage within the first 3 years of use, right? It's not your laptop. Work will get me a new one. It's no problem. So accidental damage protection provides coverage for companies with a single upfront cost for multiple repairs on damaged devices over the life cycle that they purchase. So you could drop the device, you're moving between the lounge and the kitchen, or if you're lucky enough to have an office at home, example I always use is just after sort of COVID lockdown, my son at the time was 2.5 years old. Never seen my laptop bag in the hallway before because I haven't been out and about. I come downstairs to find him riding the laptop bag around the hallway like a hobby horse. Fantastic, nice one. Accidental damage protection covers things like that, covers coffee spills on the laptop, covers a large dog maybe sitting on the laptop. Any unwarranted damage repaired by Lenovo technicians over the life cycle of the device. You can buy accidental damage protection for the same term as you've got the warranty on your device for. So it's a great service to have. Eliminates any unexpected costs that companies may face for damaged devices. A lot of companies now are keeping a lot of critical business data, be it personally identifiable information, credit card information, intellectual property on the drive, on the storage device, on a laptop, on a local storage. Now, if Lenovo has to repair a device or replace a device, the 40 part falls under the ownership of Lenovo. So they will take that drive away. Companies from a compliance perspective may want to keep that device, that hard drive on their premises so they can dispose of that sensitive data on their own terms in their own timescales. So keep your drive means that if an engineer comes on site to repair a device, removes the drive, gives it to the company to keep and gives them a replacement device at the same time. So that data remains within their portfolio. And that's something called Keep Your Drive, which again is available for most Think products, or nearly all Think products, up to 5 years, which is the warranty extension period on a ThinkPad. We have something called sealed battery warranty. So these days, a lot of devices have integrated sealed batteries. And the battery charging time, there could be some degradation of batteries over the life cycle of the device. So sealed battery warranty for an upfront cost allows customers, companies, especially small companies, to extend the warranty on their laptop battery for 1 to 2 years. So up to 2 years on a laptop battery. And that means that if there is a fault on the battery and the battery health is starting to degrade, then there'll be an engineer, if you've got on-site or Premier support as well, which we referenced earlier, an engineer can come on site and replace that battery on there as well. So they're all really valuable services that allow companies and end users to get the best out of their devices. So following some feedback from some customers, we've recently launched something called Premier Support Plus, which is Premier Support plus other bits and pieces. So you've got Premier Support, which I say, dedicated phone line, 24/7, 365 call center, UK-based call center, 60% of devices repaired there and then on the phone. If not, majority of times parts be delivered next day for next business day repair on site. Fantastic. Add to that, the plus bit is you also get accidental damage protection. You also get Keep Your Drive. You also get sealed battery warranty, all in one simple part number that can be applied to devices either at point of sale when the companies are buying those devices or post-sale as well. So we can upgrade devices already out in the field to Premier Support Plus, extend the warranty up to 5 years for Premier Support Plus. But that's not all. Premier Support Plus also includes international service entitlement, which means that all of those warranties are applicable internationally in over 100 countries. So you buy Premier Support Plus, you travel with your device, it's covered for sealed battery warranty, it's covered for Keep Your Drive, it's covered for ADP. Premier Support is already covered in those countries, but we've extended it for the other parts. It also comes with something called Lenovo Device Intelligence, which is basically an AI tool within the device that monitors it and can identify potential future challenges, future issues that may be coming up on the device and can let IT teams know. So it's all in one. It's a real great coverall for companies that are spending a lot of money on their devices, a lot of money on their fleet. They want their employees to be productive. When you combine all of those services into the Premier Support Plus, it's one part number to buy. It's one part number to apply to a device via the serial number. It can even be built in factory builds. If people are buying pre-configured devices straight from factory, we can pre-configure it in there. But it also offers significant cost savings as compared to buying each of the separate components themselves. Buy it as one part. There's probably up to 40-45% cost saving there as well. So it's a real value for IT teams and for companies and end users as well. A lot of companies are looking about how they can reduce their or improve their IT sustainability. So every device that's produced, Lenovo's worked with a third-party company to work out how much carbon is produced for manufacture, transport, 5 years of average usage and disposal within each range of devices. So we issue a service called CO2 offset. So we take that carbon emission value, and it's based on a tonnage. We can apply that carbon offsetting service to a device, either at factory or separately as a standalone service. And we work with third-party organisations, independent organisations like the UN, to fund some global offsetting projects around the globe as well. So it's a really low-cost opportunity for companies to be able to report back to the markets or report in their sustainability figures the amount of carbon they've offset over the life cycle of their fleet. And again, can be bought at point of purchase of the device, or it can be applied to the fleet of devices that people have already got. So it's a really good ESG offering that Lenovo are offering right now as well. Good, so that's a really brief overview of a lot of the services that Lenovo offer, allowing IT teams to ensure that there's end-user functionality, end-user productivity. And all these services are available either as a standalone service that can be applied to devices that you're buying now, or they can be applied in factory builds, all available from Ingram Micro. If you need more information, feel free to reach out to your Ingram Micro contact, Lenovo directly. There's a lot of information available on the web, on Ingram Micro's website as well, that covers Premier support, covers ADP, covers Keep Your Drive, sealed battery, CO2 offset, and all-encompassing Premier Support Plus. But feel free to reach out to your Lenovo or Ingram Micro contact if you need more information.